Yes, it's true. I'm a taiko enthusiast. But then you've chosen to watch this video, so it's likely that you are too. For my wife Sue and I, it was 10 years of visiting, attending as many concerts as ever visited the UK by Kodo, by Yamato, by Mugenkyo, and on each and every occasion I just wish that I could play, I could perform like that taiko performance that I had just seen. And what luck, when about 2 years ago I discovered a Thursday evening class, a class of 20 odd people with drums, real big drums, making a lot of sound, a really good experience. But straight away I wanted to go home and practice, I wanted to play at home, and that wasn't quite so straightforward. I'm going to show you what we did first, and then I'm going to run you a little video clip of some of the experiments that we made with homemade drums. So here is the first thing we did. I got online, I went on Amazon, and I got what so many traditional drummers have done. I've got a drum pad. This is a double-sided one with different densities each side, and I just sat it, well, I hadn't got much choice really, I sat it on a stool. It's an adjustable height stool. This suited me quite well. And you've noticed we do need some bachi, but it did give me the chance to have a little bit of a play. And it was quite good fun and quite a release. Oh yes, I had a lot of fun experimenting with the Tyre drum, but it was set against a background which wasn't so pleasant because those Thursday night evening classes, I only attended a very few of those before COVID arrived. The lessons had to stop. We were restricted to being at home. So yes, I had time to experiment with the Tyre drum, to acknowledge the fact that I wanted two drums actually. I wanted a high tone and a low tone, and so the Tyre drum got expanded to the Tyre drum and the paint kettle drum. And since there was time, there was an opportunity to consider performance, not with a group of 20 people, just really with the two of us, but we did have room in the garden and a bit of bamboo growing, and we used our time to make a bit of a backdrop to what would be our Tyre drum performances at the bottom of the garden. And I'll show you some pictures and some video of the opportunities we had to perform. About 6 months into the process is what I'm going to show you now. Yes, that summer of 2020 was a period of lockdown, but I think we made good use of it, and we were very fortunate in that our instructor, James Barrow, Taiko West, also very quickly managed to get online with the technical assistance of Michael de Groot, and we had lessons, Zoom lessons, that we could attend weekly, and things were good. But life was going to improve yet again. And it's that I'm going to show you. Good things do happen. And in March 2021, after the first year of lockdown, after a year of playing on the Tyre drum, we took possession, each of us, a Roland Taiko-1, an electronic version of the taiko drum, designed to be played over the shoulder, the Katsugi style of playing. Not what we've been practicing and not what I particularly thought I wanted to do. But it does have a wonderful drum module. This drum module contains 150 or more voices, taiko voices, all the different drums, the cymbals, the gongs, anything that you want on the taiko sounds are built in. And when I play a drum like this, then this drum surface and this rim can be allocated any one of those sounds, but not in this style. And there is a separate video that I've made that showed how at home I made a separate pair of stands to hold this drum in a different vertical position, more like what I wanted to play. Here we have the latest version of my homemade, restructured, remodeled Taiko-1. No, not just here, because the Roland Taiko-1 has become 2 drums in this format, and the key component of that, I'll just show you, comes from putting a dummy head, a ring of wood here, that replaces the drum head that was there. That's just held in place quite simply on that stand. Similarly on this one, and it really was that simple. There were many versions in between, so this has now had 12 months of production, of thought, of revisions, and all of those are on the existing video that I've made about how to remodel a Roland Taiko-1. Just to show you where it started, this is the first dummy head, the first replacement that I made down here. I bought a 30 centimetre piece of MDF. I cut 8 square holes to accommodate the rods, and that released the drum from being over the shoulder style into this . So, 2 years ago, I was really pleased, in fact, quite excited to be playing that drum pad, resting on the stool, giving me a chance to perform, to express taiko playing. It was good for several weeks, but the Tyre drum and the modifications of that Tyre drum and the development of that Tyre drum kept us both going for a year. It was really good. But on the arrival of the Roland Taiko-1, with Roland and his reputation for producing electronic instruments of all sorts for many, many years, that reputation well deserved, because the drum module in this, the Roland Taiko-1, has been tremendous. And perhaps I should mention just at the moment that some of this video that I've been showing, both of the Tyre drum playing and of the Taiko-1 playing, that process of videoing, of having a record of what we've played, be able to see ourselves and criticise ourselves, and to be able to share what we've done with friends, relatives, the neighbours, has been very important. And I'm going to do another video that really points out the wonders of having the electronic Taiko-1 as the basis for proper sound recording to go along with performances. And I'm looking forward to sharing that with you in the future.